Boom. Senada Drifter. Brand new bike from Senada. I already did a review on one of their products. Guess what? We're doing another one. So let's get it. Metal fender, huh? Wow. A cute little display.
What are you doing?
I am marking this up so this way I know where it goes when I line it up. Because I have to tighten it down where that's at. Right there. On the battery itself, there is no listings at all as to how much it outputs. So I'm just going to assume that that's 14 amps that it says online. We have a 2 amp charger at 14 amp hour battery, 7 hours from completely dead to fully charged. Again, we're assuming that that's a 14 amp hour battery. Oh. Quick operation guide. Owner's manual. Geek reflectors. Pedals. Foldable jams. We're not going to use these. And of course your tools. So we're going to slide the battery back in and then make sure you have an assistant to slide that key in and then initiate that lock. Now we've assembled it. Let's take it outside. Let's ride it. Ayo. I don't know what that's like a Van Dam kick. Let's get it. Let's go. Holy cow. Wow, that takes off. $9 miles per hour. Keep in mind, it's going maxed out. This is 2, so that is in fact speed. Miles per hour, pedals is 3. Now, this says online that I can go 28. Let's see. Great stopping power for mechanical brakes. That's the rocks and the dirt, by the way, hitting the middle fender. Very torquey. That does got some pep. Here we go. This is 5. Oh, wow. Wow.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
Senada Drifter. Let's talk about it. 500 watt rear motor, 750 to 800 watt peak, foldable. You saw me lift it out of the box. I was so proud of myself. I was. And then I was like, she had to help me out. Actually, no, I think I had this one by myself. Picked it up by the handle. Strength, 600 pounds is not what this was. I don't know why I said 600. 66, but if this weighed 600 pounds, you're gonna need a whole lot more power than 500 watts. 66 pounds, disc, front and rear, not mineral oil, not hydraulic, traditional old school mechanical. And I just want to put this out there. I know I cover this in a lot of the videos, hydraulic versus mechanical. Mechanical is less maintenance, okay? If you want to adjust how much it really pulls on it, it's real simple. You just unscrew the little Allen screw and then you pull it up and then you just screw it back down and now you can adjust the tightness. Metal fenders. So you heard when I was riding, you heard that tick, 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 tick. That's dirt. That's the downside of having metal fenders. It makes you feel like a chain is loose or something is floppy or on the fritz. It's not. It's literally dirt. I promise you there's no sound effects. I might have been beatboxing a little bit because I was kind of excited. I think I got to 28 miles per hour. And I'm at a point now where if a bike actually says 28 and it says 28, like if it says it does 28 and then the screen says 28, I feel like I lost weight. Because usually the bikes that I go on that say 28 go like 22 and they're struggling. A lot of these, they have more power than what they're actually listing. See the little ventilation in the center? See how my finger disappears? It's not a magic trick. You see it down here? Do you see my finger? Let me use my middle finger. See my middle finger? It's the longest. You see the finger, right? That's ventilation for your testes. Nice. Padding feels good. Foldable. A lot of people like foldable bikes. It's not that I hate them. They have their purpose for people that want to rip up the trunks. Perfect. SUV, truck, no big deal. It's a lot better than that of its bigger predecessor. I don't even know if you want to call it a predecessor. The bigger brother that is just all one piece. Cargo rack, eggs, goats, people. Pick it, it's going on the back. 7-speed Shimano Alta shifter all through the gears. 15 miles per hour is kind of the max that you're going to get where you're actually still feeling that tension. Past that, it's all your twist throttle. The good thing is with the twist throttle is it actually looks like it's part of the handlebars. When Bree got on it, she was like, "Yeah, I want to ride this. I want to ride it with the drone." I said, "Go for it." She was like, "Remember the other drones? You said you got this and you clearly didn't have it, but they still gave me a Part 107." Anyway, the twist throttle on this looks like the hand grip, and it does have that soft spot for you to put your hand and rest while you're twisting. It's not super bad. This thing is torquey. I am 6'1", 172 pounds. I lost a lot of weight. So there you go. That's 6'1". I probably take up a good majority of the screen. Crows saying what's up. And then, now check this out. Now, when Bree gets on this, at its lowest position, every bike she's ever got on, she always complains that the seat is too high. Go ahead and show them with someone that's 5 foot, 4'11" essentially, 5 foot. Now, you could see her. How do you feel about that?
I love it.
Why do you love it?
Because I could touch the ground.
Does it make you feel confident? But it's too low, right?
It is actually too low. So I would have to pedal like this.
You don't pedal, though. You have great breasts.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
This bike is $799. Whether or not it's going to stay at $799, it's usually $1299. Do I feel like it's worth it? Yes. There's a link in the description down below that kind of breaks down all the different bikes. There might actually be a website. And on that website, you'll find different comparisons of all the other bikes that I have done reviews on and what kind of is the best for the price point. This might be one of the lowest priced ones under $1,000 that is actually worth it. The speed is 28. I think everything else that I've touched under $1,000 could not cap out over 20. So it's comfortable, it feels good, adjustable stem, you get to fold it. Let me show you how we're gonna do that. Make sure you shut it off. And then we're gonna flip this up Push these in, push them down, push the other one in, push it down or up, push this, pull this, take this, move this, bring it down, this guy here, and there you go. That is folded. They really need to come up with some type of latch where it kind of all latches together and locks. I mean, you have the handle here, and you kind of wheel it, yeah? And then to put it all back together, it's simple. We're just gonna kind of spin this. Keep in mind, it's a little heavy, so watch out for your knees. We're gonna spin this around. Back together, rocking and rolling. Easy breezy, sunburnt and easy. The only thing I would really change about this, I really would have liked to seen plastic fenders versus metal. I get the idea of the metal. No suspension in the rear, front suspension, non-adjustable. What you see is what you get. Across the board, extremely solid for what it is. Finish, no dings, dents, burrs, spurs, or cowboy boots anywhere on it. I can't tell you how many times I get these bikes and there's nicks. I'm like, don't show them in the video. You know, don't. Quality control. Senada did it again.